Coming into this class, I just assumed that the teacher was the one in charge. Their voice was the only voice that mattered. But after being in a classroom, spending time with the students, I realized that it's not just about the teacher. It's the teacher and the student. So the teacher is the one who inspires the student. They're the one that teaches the student. Without them, nobody would know what to do with their future. So the importance of my voice as a teacher and the teacher's voice as a whole is they're shaping the young minds of the future generation, whether they're going to be teachers, doctors, veterinarians, psychologists, etc. We as teachers are the ones who are inspiring the students to become who they are. If it weren't for us, they would have no idea. Now, when it comes to the students' voices, I feel like that's even more important. If we choose to neglect and ignore the students' voices, how will we know what they need to learn, what they have learned, what they want to learn? The most important part being what they want to learn. If the student wants to learn something and they ask for it and they try for it, then they are going to be good at something. It's the fact that they want to learn about it is what makes them good at it, because they're putting in the time and effort that they need to learn about it. So you put together the teacher's voice and the student's voice, and you get one powerful voice. If you have somebody who's willing to teach and somebody who's willing to learn, they are unstoppable. Throughout this course, I learned a lot about myself. Most importantly, that I wasn't ready to be a teacher. I thought it was all going to be fun and games, super easy, no problems. But after spending time in the classroom, seeing a lot of the things that I saw, seeing how the students reacted to the teacher, how they reacted to some of the activities, I realized that I wasn't ready to handle that yet. Being able to see how she handled it prepared me. I feel like I'm a lot more ready now. I wouldn't say 100%, but I understand how to handle certain situations, and I learned from myself that there's always room for improvement no matter what. Sometimes the teacher would come across things that she didn't know how to handle, and so I learned that you're not always going to be perfect. You're not always going to know what to do, but you're going to be learning every single day, even though you are the one who's in charge of teaching those students. When it comes to the content, I learned so much with the course content about lesson plans, developing those, teaching them, putting them together. And so by learning that within the Fresno State classroom, I was able to take it to the elementary school classroom that I learned and observe how the teacher used it with her lessons. So before, I never really thought that there was much that went behind the scenes, like the lesson planning and everything. But after learning about it, I was able to put two and two together and see how the host teacher that I observed, used those lesson plans in the classroom. Using this knowledge, I feel like I will be a much better teacher in the future. Had I not taken this class, I don't think that I would be as prepared as I am now going into my final year at Fresno State, ready to become a teacher. I learned so much about students, about how to deal with their behavior, and the different types of learning. The different types of learning was a very big one for me, because I just thought that we all learn the same way, but there are spatial learners, there are people that are hands-on, there's digital learners, there's people that need to repeat it, people that need to see it. And so learning that, I definitely think that that will help me when I become a future teacher. And then overall, a few last things that I'd like to say. This class was very beneficial. I would recommend it to anybody. You learn so much being in the classroom and having the teacher as a mentor, somebody to look up to, somebody to help you through the process. My host teacher personally, she was amazing. She let me work with the students. She showed me how her planning process was. She taught me why she placed the kids into the groups that they were placed into. And overall, I would recommend this course to anybody. Thank you.